lot of Discord servers, basically every single one. Guys, Landon here back with another YouTube video for you guys. And today in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make an amazing Discord server. So I've made a lot of Discord servers, basically every single one you've seen here. I've made a lot of these. This was the very first one I ever made, and as you can see, it's pretty bad. This is one that I recently made. Not my best work, but it's not too bad. And this is my personal server that I use for everything. And yeah, if you want to join this Discord server, it's in the description, by the way. But let's go ahead and get into how to make a good server. So first, we're going to make a new server. We're going to create it, and we're just going to call this Bob, okay? So this Bob server is going to be what we're creating. So it will ask you to invite people, but I would not invite anybody yet. So the first thing that I would do is so I'm going to be using something called a template server, which is like, so I have this server right here and I have admin on it, so it's going to make it a lot easier just so I can go in, I can copy stuff. So if this is your first server, well, RIP, because you're going to want to find some good emojis, stuff like that to really bring out color to your Discord server. So that's a little bit hard. I'll leave a link in the description on where you want to go to get the stuff, but the first thing that I always like to do is I like to get my server roles. So the first thing I like to do is I like to make a CEO, or you can call this owner. So yeah, we're gonna do owner. So owner, you can make it whatever color. You want to display it separate, and you want to give it an admin. Okay, now you can make a co-owner role and give it like a slightly lighter color. And then I like to make something called director and manager roles. Now the director and manager, the director is just one stage down from the co-owner. And so yeah, that's your director. And then the manager manages all staff on the server. So I like to give these 4 roles administrator. And really, there is going to be an admin role, but I don't even want to give that admin, because what you're going to see is it's kind of whatever. So you want to just keep the main 4 roles. These are 4 different people, or you could have maybe 2 managers or something like that. But you get my whole idea. So next role we're going to make is a admin role, and we'll get into permissions for that in a minute. We're going to make a moderator role, and we'll get into permissions for that in a minute as well. And then I like to do something I call it house cleaning for some reason, but it's really helper. So let's go ahead and make the helper role. So these are your main staff roles. So with staff roles, I also typically like to make a role just called staff, so you can easily ping all your staff. So don't let this display role from separate, and for sure don't give this where anyone can mention this role. So the next role I like to make is I like to make a VIP role. So this VIP is going to be for your friends and stuff like that, you know. So these are your roles that we're going to be creating. Now you can go in detail, like if I go to my Discord server, you're going to see a stupid amount of roles, because I have CEO, I have cool people, which is I'm in the recording room. So I have muted, I have developer, admin, moderator, cleanup crew, nitro supporter. Now, if your server is not going to get any nitro boost, don't even make that. I have MVP and VIP Minecraft server. I have donators, I have my teams, and then I have early supporters, I have streamers, and stuff like that. So you can go in more, but these are the main roles. And I almost forgot, make a bots role, display it, and then give it admin. So, and then the bots I like to put above the admins. So now let's go ahead and we'll get into adding bots. So the bots that I like is I like Groovy bot, I like MeEE6. I don't know how to spell it, but you get my idea. And then there's some other bots that you don't really need, but if you want them, you can add Nightbot. If you're doing like Twitch streams, it would connect it. You can add Patchbot. Now Patchbot is like if your thing is for game updates, so you can see it just gives me updates. And then we do need something called Pawnee. So Pawnee Discord bot. We're gonna add all this, so you can see add to Discord. Let's see what we're gonna add. Okay, so now we're on this account, and we can go authorize me6 to join Bob. So you can see setup. Bob, continue, authorize, beep, boop, boop, beep. So I like to add my bots before. I will leave a link to all 3 of these bots in the description, by the way. I like to add my bots before I even start messing around with different role configuration and stuff like that. So these are your main bots here that we're going to be adding. And then obviously let's go ahead and add Groovy to the mix of bots. And what you will see is they will all join our Discord server after I finish this last one up here. And come on, I'm not a robot. You see, even though none of these are actually bicycles, they're mopeds. You know, you do you, Google. Verify, and all of my bots are in. Okay, so go, and you can see probably you're gonna message, but you can see all the bots are in here. So give yourself obviously the owner role, or if you're making this for someone else, give them the owner role. And you see these create their own things, so give them all the bots role so they can have administrator. So the first thing that we're gonna be doing is, I think it is it this? The server, oh yeah, so do dash setup for Pawnee. And then we're gonna type, so yes. So where you want all your leave and join. So we're gonna create a channel, and we're gonna call it welcome. And then we're gonna right click on it, we're gonna click copy ID, and we're gonna paste it in there. And now it needs a log channel. So we're going to create a channel. I'm going to call it logs. Copy ID. Paste. And then I do yes, but you don't have to. And then boom. Now your thing is all set up. So if you go to, I think it should be set up. Yeah. So now I have member, trusted, muted, groovy, Pawnee, and me6. So now you have all these other roles in here, and these are for your bots. So the member role is going to be important too, and trusted is a role you could just rename to VIP, but I don't know why. So now that we have all our roles in here, we can go ahead and get started. So admin, what we want to have is we want to view their log. We want to be able to manage roles, not manage server, manage roles, manage channels, kick, ban, manage nicknames. I wouldn't check those two. Manage take us not that. Manage messages, obviously. Mute, deafen, move, and no priority speaker. So for moderator, we want to be able to basically do the exact same thing, except we don't want them to be able to mention everybody. We want them to be able to manage messages, manage nicknames, kick, ban, manage roles. You don't let them manage channels. That's an admin thing. So helper, we really want these people just to be able to kick, manage nicknames, not be able to manage messages, not be able to do that. We want them to be able to move members, mute, and deafen. And then that's it for that. And then staff, you can leave it whatever. But at everyone, we want to go ahead and basically just disable everything for the at everyone role. So go ahead, go through, delete all the roles for this, because we're going to give all these permissions to here. So we want them to be able to use whatever, voice activity, video, speak, connect, add reactions, use external, don't let them mention, read message history, attach files, embed links, send messages, read messages, change nickname, create invite, and yeah, that's about it for that one. And so basically you have all your roles set up, and the only thing is just go to like your VIP, make sure you turn off that for there too. So now you have your main roles. So now what we want to get is our channels. So I'm going to be doing this through a website called Discord, copy and paste emojis. It's not the website name. I'll give this, it's called getomoji.com, in the link, and this is where I got all the emojis that I'm going to be using. But I'm just going to be using my template server and copying all this stuff. So another thing is I'm going to be leaving this little marker in the description too. And you can go ahead and copy it. It just basically does a straight line. And I like to do a important tab. Some people would just call this server, but I'm going to call it important. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead, edit channel, permissions, and go to add everyone and make sure they can't do anything. And you're going to see why we're doing this in a second. So go through here. Make sure that everything is marked off. And now we're going to add the member role. And we don't want them to be able to send messages, but we do want them to be able to read. And then we don't want helper, moderator to be able to send messages, but admin can send messages. So can read but cannot send, can read but cannot send. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and drag welcome in there, and we're gonna sync the permissions. So then in welcome, you're gonna go ahead and use whatever kind of emoji you want. I'm going to be using this emoji because it looks cool. And we're going to be making the channel look like that. And that just looks a little bit nicer. Then you can have a rules channel, and you can go ahead and put that in there too. You can have a information channel. This is gonna be like your community information, stuff like that. Go ahead, put that in there as well. Making sure you have an announcements channel to announce stuff about your Discord server. And then the last few things here is there is a media announcements. This is where I put all like I'm going live, I made a new YouTube video, that's all in there. But you don't need that. But what you do need is move that to the top, is a channel called Agree. And so in Agree, what we're gonna do is we're going to go to member, and we don't want them to be able to read messages, but everyone, they can read and send. Okay, and then with the rules, they can read messages, but they still cannot send. So now you see these channels are unlocked, and I would mute this channel because people are agreeing to it. It's pretty dumb. And then type. So I like to do it like this: type -agree if you agree to all the server rules. So there you go. And then rules. So like for my rules channel, I used these little things right here, and I did it like this. So this is what each channel is for. I actually just have a deleted channel because I deleted my memes channel. And so this shows you what everything's for, all the roles. I'll leave this little symbol in the description. So if you want these pictures, you can just join my Discord channel, hold and then drag them to your desktop. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a community section. So the community section is where I like to keep all of my, channels for the, your text and voice. So I like to put community and then do all the same kind of things you did for that. So these are where just add everyone, cannot send or read, and then you're basically done. So in community, I like to put my general sync, and then my general sync, and then in these two categories, just delete them. So there's some emojis down in the description. So I'm only going to be making 2 channels because, well, I don't want to make too many because I'm trying not to make this video too long. And you can, I'm just going to be using the same emoji for this. And boom, there you go. And then the last category we really need to make, this doesn't really need emojis or anything, but edit it. Dang it. So I just made a little The easiest way to do this is just to do create category, staff, and this is why this is so good. You can just do staff, and then put your logs, maybe a staff chat, whatever you want to put in there. And then basically you just keep expanding this. You can add new categories, you can make different channels, more emojis. But all around, this is, I would say, the best way to make a Discord server. So this channel right here, by the way, is agree. When someone joins, they're not going to be able to see any channels until they type -agree. And then this channel is going to disappear, and they're going to be able to see every other channel. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informational for you. Sorry if my mic was a little bad at the end or anything like that, but I hope this video really did help you guys, and that you can enjoy making Discord servers and maybe even make some money off of it like I have. So it's really that simple. It doesn't take long. You get hang of it really fast. So if you guys did enjoy this video, you don't have to, but if you did, just hit the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, you can subscribe. But like I said, you don't have to do any of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See ya.